All right, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Gordon Turns. And so today I have my last seed purchase for the 2026 growing season through Baker's Creek. Now, I usually order seeds through Baker's Creek online. It's free shipping, wonderful seed company. They have a wonderful, their seeds germinate very well in my experience, and they just are a really good seed company. If you're a first-time grower, I would recommend that you try them out. You could just get some simple seeds from them, you know, like maybe something that you want to try growing, like cucumbers, and just try it out and see. But their seeds are pretty good. Now, I normally buy through Baker's Creek, and then I also buy some while I'm in stores because, like, you know, they sell seeds in stores. And right now, they are out at all of your local stores. You can go and look through them before everybody comes out and starts getting them, because you will find that they will leave pretty fast. People are really getting into growing their own food, and I got some real doozies for you guys here today. These are really cool selections that I made. And then, of course, we're going to talk about my free seed choice, which is another reason why I love Baker's Creek, because they send you a free seed, you know, if you order over a certain amount. I think it's like over $10 or something like that. And the seed packets will range from between like $3 to $6, I think, for some of the seeds. But like I said, they are worth the purchase. And you can also order catalogs, seed catalogs, and they will ship those seed catalogs to you for free. I usually order my seed catalog in like October. No, actually before that, because they come out in about November or in December of the end of the year. So I'll let you guys know once they have the seed catalogs up for ordering. And yeah, so we're going to go on from there. So let's get into our last seed purchases from the Baker's Creek Seeds Company. Okay, y'all. So my first one up is the Hilton Chinese cabbage. That is a beautiful, look at that. Beautiful. Now you might wonder, why are you growing Chinese cabbage? Now, Chinese cabbage is just, you could use it in anything. And I love making spring rolls, like fresh spring rolls. And you could like cut these up and just eat it raw in like a rice wrapper. It's really healthy and good. It's delicious. And then you make like a peanut dipping sauce. We plan on doing that if I can get some of these to grow in. Okay. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the Hilton Chinese cabbage. Now, it is an heirloom Napa variety cabbage known for its densely packed barrel-shaped heads. And it has a mild, sweet flavor. Okay. It is loved for its heat resistance, which here in St. Louis, we totally have an issue with heat in the summer. I'm sure a lot of y'all do, but St. Louis heat is a different type of heat that makes you just want to roll over and say, why? You know what I'm saying? But they are known to be heat resistant. At some point, they won't be. I'm just saying, in St. Louis. So, you know, I've been trying to buy like bolt resisting things this year. And, we'll see how they go. But it takes 10 to 14 days to germinate and 60 to 80 days to reach maturity. It is best grown in conditions between 60 to 80 degrees. So once we get out of our early spring, because it gets pretty hot here in St. Louis in mid-spring, these probably will go to seed. They will bolt. Okay. They reach 12 to 18 inches in height and can spread to up to 24 inches wide. So this is a huge cabbage. You want to plant these in early spring, 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost, or you can start indoors, which we plan on doing 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost. Now, the thing with these Hilton head cabbages is that once you get the roots established, they do not like to be disturbed. So if you're going to be planting these indoors, you want to plant them in a biodegradable planter. And I'm going to show you some of those a little bit later, because that's what I've been using for a lot of my early frost resistant plants. Okay, and this is going to be one of them. This is frost resistant, and you can check out the video that I did about frost resistancy and some of the things that I'm going to be planting this year that are frost resistant. Now, you want to watch for aphids, cabbage worms, slugs, and flea beetles. It is perfect in raw and cooked dishes. It's great for slaws and salads and burger toppings. And it's also perfect for making kimchi and cabbage rolls. I am going to try making some kimchi this year, because that is like a fermented cabbage that you can like store on the shelves, and it stays good for quite a long time. I think some people actually, Or are they refrigerated? I know it's fermented, but we'll see. But that's my plan this year with the Hilton Chinese cabbage. If I can get this to grow in full and beautiful like you see here on this package. Now, what's up next? Okay, so here are those pots that I was talking about. And you can start your sow your seeds in these. Seeds starting. And so they're supposed to be biodegradable. So you're supposed to be able to just plant your seeds, cut these apart, and plant them just like this without taking them out of the pot. So we'll see how that works. I've tried this once before, but usually what happens is these start to mold. So I'm going to see what I can do to stop that. And hopefully that greenhouse that I got out there is going to help me to prevent some of that. Even though greenhouses can cause mold, you know, on your plants and stuff. But we're going to see if I can control it. But these are the biodegradable plants, planters that I suggest that you try if you're growing plants that have sensitive roots. Okay. All right. Now on to the next seeds. All right, y'all. Next up is the Martian Jewels corn. Now, this corn is beautiful. Look at the pack here. Just beautiful. It is purple. That was one of the reasons why I chose to grow this, but it's also really versatile. This is a really cool corn to grow, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? Now, this variety of corn germinates in 7 to 10 days and matures in 80 to 90 days. It thrives in warm weather and loves full sun. You do not want to sow your corn, mostly any corn, until temps warm to about 60 to 65 degrees. It is highly sensitive to frost. Most corn varieties are. There are a couple that you might be able to get away with starting like in earlier spring, but this is not one of them, okay? They typically reach 6 to 8 feet tall and feature green leaves with purple streaks. Now, I chose to grow this variety because of the color purple. It's one of my favorite colors. It is my favorite color. And, of course, its versatility. Okay? Now, the cool thing about this corn is you can harvest it early for sweet, delicate corn. And its flavor is traditionally sweet, but less sugary than most sweet corns. That was one of the reasons why I decided to grow this. And if left on the stalk longer, the sugar turns to starch. And it makes the perfect corn for corn chowders, pudding, bread, and the fully dry kernels can be dried and ground into a rich flour, which, oh my gosh, it makes like a purple cornmeal, which is really cool. Now, it makes a great flour for tortillas, tamales, and cornbreads, and it is also great for fall decorations because it's purple. Okay, now the corn, as you can see, is white, but the cob is a deep, rich purple, which is beautiful, okay? I thought that was just the cutest thing ever. Get y'all a close-up of that. That is just so beautiful. Now, Martian corn has a deep purple cob, husk, and stalk, and it has pearl white kernels, giving it a striking appearance. Now, corn is wind pollinated, if you didn't know. It basically sprouts, and then it has like the male part that comes out, and it has all of these little seeds that look like little dust. And as the wind blows, it falls down onto the corn and pollinates it. And that's how you get corn. Okay, that's how you get the corn ears to start to grow. So you can block plant corn in rows of 4, and it helps them to pollinate easier. Okay, and that's with any corn. So that is the Martian Jewels purple corn. Well, white corn with a purple cob. But yeah, beautiful, right? What's next? Okay, well, what is next, you may ask? And that is the Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. I purchased these because I am a lover. I have developed a love of history. And on my TikTok, which I'm going to start posting more of my history videos on YouTube because they are really knowledgeable and I've learned so much doing them. I really have. But the Cherokee Trail of Tears bean are a historic heirloom. They are deeply tied to the forced relocation of the Cherokee Nation in 1838 to 1839. And the Cherokees carried these seeds in their pockets and sewed them into the hems of their dresses during the march from the Smoky Mountains to Oklahoma, which is just awful what was done to them. They were preserved by families like that of John Winch, who was a Cherokee descendant who shared them with Seed Savers Exchange in 1977. These beans are considered sacred. Okay? They sprout in 5 to 8 days, and they reach the snap stage in about 65 days, and they are ready for dry harvest in 85 to 90 days. I chose them because of their historical significance and the fact that they are known for their prolific and hardy harvest. They are frost sensitive, so you want to plant these when it's warm, over 65 degrees, and they prefer soils above 60 degrees. Now, they can produce up to 1.2 pounds of beans per plant. Okay, that's a lot. Or 60 to 100 beans for dry harvest. Okay. What is that? It's a plane or something going over. Now, for a household, it's really, I can hear the helicopter. So for a household of 2 people, you can get overwhelming results with over 20 pounds of beans if you plant just a couple plants. The more frequent the harvest, the more beans it produces. Each pod will contain about 5 to 8 beans. And as you can see, they are black and rich in nutrients. These are beautiful. And this bean tells a story, you know, of the Cherokee Nation. And it's really a sad story, but I'm going to grow these and cherish them once I get them. So I plan on growing these and saving the seeds and then planting them every year. I heard that they were like really tolerant to disease and bugs, pests. So I'm going to really give these a try, and I hope that you do too. All right, y'all. Next up is the elephant dill. Now, I grow dill every single year. Okay, I grow it because I use a lot of it in cooking. And I think I'm going to do, I don't remember if I did one, but I'm going to do a complete dill menu. I know last year we made a bunch of recipes using the dill outside that we grow, and dill is one of my favorite herbs. It is very, very delicious. It's very fragrant. It has your whole yard smelling like dill. Dill is a very, very wonderful smelling plant. I just have to give it that. It is. Now, this is a high-yielding, late-flowering plant prized for its large size and resistance to bolting. Bolting means that it will flower and go to seed and stop giving you the beautiful dill that you need, that you plant it for. So, now, it takes 7 to 21 days to germinate, and it reaches maturity in 40 to 50 days. It requires full sun and can tolerate poor soil, okay? It can grow to be 3 to 4 feet tall, with some each even reaching 5 feet. And it has a spread of over 2 feet. So this is huge. That's why it's called elephant dill. My husband has been on the elephant knowledge train here in the past couple of days. And I've already, I don't know. I know a lot about elephants. I really do, because I love them. I used to want one as a child. And I don't know why my mother never bought me one. I don't know why she didn't. I always wanted an elephant and a giraffe. Okay, but my husband has been doing like a lot of watching of elephant videos, and he is astounded by the fact that elephants are one of the smartest, you know, beings on this planet. I don't know why he didn't know that, but he learned it, and so now he's sharing elephant facts with the world. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so elephant dill. Let's get back to that. Now, one of the cool things about elephant dill is that it is a critical host for the black swallowtail butterfly caterpillar. And when I planted these a couple years back, I had the caterpillars in my yard. I'm gonna have to pull that video up and show it to you. It is a beautiful caterpillar. Now, it will eat a whole lot of it, but it'll leave a lot of it for you to eat as well. They do eat a lot. I'm just saying, they need that energy to mold into butterflies, but they will eat the hell out of some damn dill. Okay. It also attracts bees, which I have honeybees, hoverflies, and wasps. Now, these insects love to eat aphids and other pests, so they can also help control your garden. So planting dill will help your other plants to flourish and grow. Okay? Now, it should be kept away from carrots to prevent cross-pollination. And I grow dill in my homemade garden because I make a lot of canned pickles, jar pickles. And it can be used in salads, dips, breads, and so much more. It's also great for a digestive aid. It helps relieve gas, bloating, and infant colic, if you didn't know. And it is a great source of vitamin A and C, as well as manganese, iron, and calcium. So dill is a wonderful herb to grow. If you haven't grown this before, try it. Not only is it a wonderful herb to grow, it's also very, very, very easy to grow. So try growing you some elephant dill. They have different types. Elephant is just the biggest one, but they have different types of dill. If you don't have that much space, you can still grow elephant dill. You can actually grow these in pots. But yeah, try growing some dill. It is a wonderful herb. Came out here a couple days ago and noticed that there was a caterpillar living in my dill. And so let me show you this beautiful caterpillar. Look. See that? Look at my big ass dill bush back there, see? It's huge. Is he full now? You can see all the leaves that he ate off. I don't care because it's killing my chamomile down here, and that's what I want most. So I need to cut out the cilantro, and that's what I'm about to do now. But he's so cute. I'm going to show you this Bells of Ireland. We actually took a cutting of this the other day. This is one of the best smelling flowers. I mean, it actually smells like Irish Spring, strangely. Seriously, strangely, this smells like Irish Spring, but look at them. I wonder, can I do anything with these? Because I would love something to smell like that, like my pillow or my soap or whatever. But you can see the little flowers in them. They look like little bunny ears. And like I said, they smell marvelous. Grow something beautiful like this. Like and subscribe. All right, so I just ordered these as a restock because this has become one of my favorite things to grow. My sister and mother, they just love gardening, but they had never heard of the Bells of Ireland. And they love them now. These are beautiful. And the fact is that they're just mostly green. And then they do get like these little really itty bitty white bell. They get the green bells, but they have little white flowers that grow out of the bell. They're really, really, really beautiful. Okay. Now, they are a striking emerald green, annual prize for its unique beauty. They are native to Turkey, Syria, and the Caucasus. Now, speaking of Turkey, I hope that you would join me when we do date night in Turkey on Saturday. I have a lot of like cool, nutritious recipes that we're going to be trying out. And I didn't even know that these were from that region, but yes, they are. Now, they take 12 to 21 days to germinate, and they mature in 90 to 110 days. They are frost hardy, and some consider them hard to germinate, which they're not for me. Okay. These you don't want to like sow, like when you think about the typical sowing of like putting in about 1/4 of an inch into your soil, dropping your seed and cover it. These you do not want to do that to. You just throw them in your soil and they will grow because they need the light in order for them to germinate. So burying these seeds is not a way to grow Bells of Ireland. That could be one of the reasons. And then also they love the cold stratification, where they like a period of cold and before they can germinate. So you can actually refrigerate these in some water in like a paper towel, and you put them in the refrigerator, and then they'll germinate that way too. And then you just transfer the seeds into your pots. They have the root on these do not like to be disturbed. So when I was telling you about those pots, you can plant these in these biodegradable pots as well. Now, they do not like heat and will struggle and die out in midsummer and STL. So by the middle of the summer, you will not have any Bells of Ireland left. They grow to be about 2 to 3 feet tall and may require stalking because they get blown over rather easily by the wind. Last year, I had a lot of them that were blowing over, but they were still beautiful. Okay. While it is not common to eat these, I don't know if you know, Bells of Ireland are edible. Most of the things, almost everything that I grow is edible, but Bells of Ireland are extremely edible. Now, you only want to eat the leaves, of course, and they are a cousin or relative to mint. Now, They are said to have a sweet and slightly minty or sour apple taste, and they can be used in salads or as a garnish. Okay, they are beautiful, and you can only eat the leaves again. Now, you also have to remember that they have tiny spikes or thorns behind each bell. Now, they are a favorite of florists and are beautiful in flower arrangement and can last up to 2 weeks in your table arrangement. So that is really cool about them. They are highly attractive to bees and other pollinators, and they have a wonderful, refreshing scent. They were historically used in folk medicine for their cooling properties and are great for skin irritations, inflammation, and digestive complaints. Okay, so try growing some bells of Ireland. And then you know what? This year, I'm actually going to try to eat some couple leaves. I'm going to try it. Because if they taste like sour apple, I am all for it. I love me a good sour something. Okay, so try growing these bells of Ireland. All right, what's up next? You know what? What's up next is the free seed. And I'm really pleased by the free seed that we got this time. All right, y'all. So the free seed that we got this time is the Alice Dream Tomato. That is beautiful. I just love the color of this, okay? Now, this is an eye-catching tomato variety. It's an heirloom beefsteak tomato, and it was developed by a Polish breeder. It is famous for its galaxy appearance. They are deep orange and yellow with a splash of blue and black on the top or the shoulders or the top of them. As you can see right here. Let me see if I can get y'all a close up of that. But they have a beautiful blue-black. You can see that this is, you see that? That's not a shadow. That's actually the color on that. Beautiful, right? Now, as they ripen, the streak takes on a psychedelic look, and it is exceptionally sweet and fruity. It has low acidity and takes 7 to 10 days to germinate and 80 to 90 days to reach maturity. It will grow and fruit until the first frost, okay? It requires stalking or caging to support the heavy fruit, which can weigh between 7 to 14 ounces. It is perfect for sandwiches or gourmet salads, and it has powerful antioxidant qualities. And it has the antioxidant qualities more so than the regular tomato because of this blue-black color that you see here. Usually stuff that is like darker in color has like higher nutrient value. So these are my seeds of purchase, for the last seed purchase here for the 2026 garden. So hopefully you will be joining me and you will see a lot of these reach maturity. And some of them might not, but you know, that's gardening. All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Watch some of my gardening videos. Watch some of my cooking videos. We do it all here. You can even watch some of my beekeeping videos. They are all entertaining, and they are done by an amateur 50-year-old woman, me. Okay? All right, y'all. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next gardening, cooking, beekeeping, history, whatever it is, video. Okay, so now my strawberries are out of the refrigerator. I'm going to take a cupcake liner and put one strawberry in each cupcake liner. All right, so my husband is going to try one of these strawberries, and you have the strawberry shortcake.
Mm-hmm.
It's been in the refrigerator. You didn't get no strawberry?
I'm good.
You did?
No, I'm good. No. Oh, yeah. Shortbread, white chocolate, and fresh strawberry. That's good.
All right, y'all. So that is what we have for dessert. We have our chocolate covered strawberry assortment pack. And he got the strawberry shortcake. But once I finish eating my dinner, I'm going to try one of these as well. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is what we are having for dessert. Okay, so I have two. This is the toffee with milk chocolate. That's delicious. Oh my God. And then this is my turtle. Wow. Try these. These are delicious, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Chocolate covered cherry assortments. I said cherry. These are strawberries. That's how good they are.